What is up, gamers? So, I might have put some hours into Abiotic Factor, just a little bit, and I went for a couple of the achievements, just a couple. Anyway, enough of that bullshit. I love this game, and I promised I would do a base tour. Now, my base is not like pretty, but it's functional. All right, let's hop in. So this is my save world, 96 hours and 43 minutes. And I did this entirely solo. I felt like this was a game that was going to be so long that I don't think if I were playing it with friends, we could all keep up. I don't think we'd ever finish the game. I wanted to finish it because I've been looking forward to it. This genre is scratching the itch that I desire, that I want to be scratched. And boy, oh boy, did it scratch it. Let's hop in. So that was all of the fucking wires hopping in. Let's go to the, what I like to call the entrance. Okay, so first off, and you know, I've got a little jump pack that, I got some movement. I got this thingy, and, I got a lot of the, I pretty much got all of the in-game gear. We're rocking the Exor armor because you get a little dude that spawns and helps you. I've got a shield. I didn't upgrade it yet. And then I used this literally the whole time. This dangling gravity cube, because it gives you, like, it protects you from some fall damage. You're still gonna take a bunch. But in combination with the jump pack, it makes the jump pack 10 times better than the jet pack. Because look, I can just, like, literally get over here, no problem. Now look, I'm gonna take it off. I'm gonna jump. Look, I'm already falling down. It's just not as good. You have to pair them together, and I think the jump pack paired with the gravity cube is better than a jet pack. But if I don't have that on, I hit up the jet pack, and this is kind of how you get around. But in all honesty, it kind of sucks too. It doesn't, no, it's not as good. I'm telling you, jump pack is the fucking way to just get around really fast. Look at that. All right, but enough fucking of that. Okay, so here's the main hub. I decided to be a basic bitch and do my base in the main hub like everybody else. I didn't think about that. I was trying to be unique. I did have my base over here for the longest time.
For what do you seek?
Nothing. I don't seek anything. Fuck you. Okay, so this was my base originally. Or it started in the cafeteria. It went to here, and when I ran out of space, I moved it slightly over here. So this is it. Again, it's not going for its function over fanciness. I don't think that's the fuck. Okay, anyway, so we got some stuff here. This guy, oh shit. Okay, hold on. So there's a little trick with this guy, and even though I'm not playing this game anymore after this, I don't want that guy to get out. Okay. This little fella, don't worry about him. You're gonna have fun when you play the game and you meet him. All right, I got this. This was already here, but I think it's cool that it's like beside that. You know what I mean? Okay, we got a little freezer, and on top of it, this is. I don't know why I did this, but this is where I keep all my teleporters. These are personal teleporters. They have other types of teleporters that you can just run into, but they were just, the crafting materials were just really expensive, and it would have taken me forever to kind of put them where I wanted to. I would have had to make a shit ton, and I just didn't want to farm for the materials. So throughout the game, I only used personal teleporters. I would usually carry around a unmarked one, or like a teleporter that wasn't synced with a crafting bench. And I would take the crafting bench and carry one with me, and I'd carry one that hadn't been synced if I was going into a new area. This is my home base. I keep this one always on me. Shadowgate, don't worry about that. I won't show you what that is. A couple other things I got the sniper, which, by the way, I didn't get this till like 85 hours into the game. But apparently you could have gotten the sniper as early as the manufacturing west, which is the second area of the game right here. You could have gotten it here because there's snipers here. So the snipers have a 15% chance to drop the sniper. I have killed so many snipers in my playthrough, and I didn't get it until I just started actively going after snipers. I went and hit all of the sniper spawn points, but they don't respawn quickly, so it's like, you know, you go fight them, you go kill them. If you didn't get it, you gotta wait a couple days. And it was really annoying, but luckily, I got it on my first attempt trying. I don't know, maybe the game felt bad for me. But yeah, I was a little sad because I feel like I would have used it. By the end, I had so much. I don't have it anymore because I used it on the final boss. But I had a shit ton of 308. No longer have that. Anyway, the sniper's badass is cool. It does that, and you know, it's a bolt action. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I got these. These are the fucking dual daggers you can get eventually. These are I used for chopping up body parts. I really didn't use them for actual melee combat. I got flamethrower. I got the laser sword. I don't know why I'm showing all this. Don't worry about any of this stuff. All right, put it away. All right. This chest is used for nothing. These are, hey, look. This is where I bathe. I bathe beside my shower because I get kind of bored. Look, there's no water. And I don't have a bucket. So I'll just clean myself in the tainted water. It's okay. Hey. Don't worry about that. All right, so I got this set up. This was the only line of defense that I needed the entire time. There's a robot that's, oh yeah, you can see right here, look at, oh fuck! Okay, so you want to flip that off before you go onto the range. So there's a robot that spawns here, and it looks like it has been killing a bunch of them because there's 7. There was a rat here. I don't fucking need any of this shit, but whatever, I'll pick it up. But yeah, just these Tesla coils, these are really good. I just leave those on. Usually enemies will just somehow make their way around here. When you're getting raided, I would get kind of pushed from here, but for the most part, I didn't have any problems with stuff, you know, coming to kill me. Nothing is in a particular order. I didn't do like a kitchen area. I've just got like the main shit. These are things that I use constantly, these crafting benches. I got my home base. This is where all of the crafting is done. Cool shit. Bench upgrades. I didn't even get this one. Yeah, I didn't get this one. I didn't feel like making it. Repair station, legendary, the database terminal, which is fucking cool because I can just type in what I need. I want duct tape, and I can say, I want 1 duct tape. There it is. Something else cool that you get later on in the game is the distribution pad. And I'll just, like, check this. Okay, I'm going to stand on it. It scans around all the chests nearby, and it just fucking auto-sorts. It takes a bit sometimes. And the reason it's not getting these items is usually I scrap these because I just don't need them anymore. So I just go on over here, and I just fucking dump the soda and all that. I had that in the lock spot, so check this. The security bot CPU should go, right? There we go. It takes a bit of time. I have a lot of storage. So what I did was I wanted all of my storage to be able to be, you know, grabbed by the home base and the distribution pad. These don't really, I don't think these are in the radius. These are like ammo, guns, gadgets, trinkets, all this kind of shit. So this, I manually will organize these over here. Oh, wait, we got my toilet. I take a shit. I take a shit for a long time. We've got our, oh shit. Okay, I went night vision. All right, we got our armors and different types of full body sets. These are used for multiple parts throughout the game. You got your this is the heat resistance. This is the radiation suit. You got the rat, the fuck. Oh no, it's doing this weird thing. So like there's this weird thing that I noticed with the armor display stands that it'll just duplicate items. So now I have 3 of these. I don't know why it does that. And look, now I can't put these back. Great. Okay, whatever. I think it does that for like most of them. Not here though. Okay. So this one, you know, different full body sets. These usually give you a couple passive upgrades, and it does slow you down though. And when you wear them, you got like this little border around your screen. So, you know, there's some negatives to using them, but also they help you. Also, this is the excursion suit. This is like the end game kind of full body suit you get. This gives you a double jump, and then I can use my jump pack, so I get 4 jumps. It is kind of amazing. Ouch. But we're gonna go over here. Don't worry about that stuff. That stuff's not important. I killed this guy. I don't know what's in here. Random shit. I kind of see. I'm a little sad that I don't have more to show. But no. Okay. Whoa. I've got more to show. We got the charging station. We got the laser collector, which goes into the porta toilet. I just put it here because I was trying to get the achievement. If you wait until you have to go to the bathroom, like in the red, you get a chance to go to the toilet dimension. It's pretty amazing. I would go there. Different kind of farming stuff. I really didn't mess with this too much. I just needed these because these give you the healing, are used for the healing supplies and shit. This, I rarely messed with it. I mean, I did mess with it, but not a lot. Same with like food prepping. I didn't really mess with it. Didn't really need to. I never used the warming drawer ever. Never used it. Here's some other armors. Now these are armor sets for the most part. Some of these are not full sets, but I just thought these looked cool. I never used these really again, but these were the ones I used throughout the game, and I would swap to them. I don't even think I used this. These are just like, I think I just put these here because they look cool. I did use this. This is the forge, and then you upgrade to this. Okay, here's my little bed. I keep it all, you know, cozy. We keep it cozy. This is our, this is what's powering the whole place, dude. This is what's making it happen. All of this, like, everything in this vicinity is being ran through this, wait, where is it? This one outlet. And it goes all the way up through here into the power bank. This goes over here up into the fucking wire spider web into these 2 fucking, you know, plug boards. And then they go out, and then, you know, they do all kinds of shit. It's a little wacky. It's a little, like, unorganized, but it's kind of organized, just a little bit. But it does look kind of, you know, we got some wires going everywhere. I got this. This lets me climb up. This is the main crafting storage. Anything that can be crafted or broken down or maybe used in, like, a recipe. It's for crafting. It's for crafting. We got a bunch of materials, like, there's stuff like this in here that doesn't really need to be in there, but all of this is just kind of random. Something you may notice that I did around 85 hours into the game, I had gotten to the point where I had crafted this storage crate, and I found that I was like doing nothing but inventory management constantly because I kept running out of space. So I did go into the world settings, and I did change the stack limit because it was something that I had been dealing with the whole game, and I didn't really feel like dealing with it anymore. So, you know, it made the end game getting even more new materials a little bit more bearable, and I could like focus on things other than organizing and having storage because I just got tired of it. I just wanted to like do all of the exploration. I have this over here. I built this. This was originally going to be where my base was, right here, you know? This is going to be the base. Not the whole thing. This is going to be the storage. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. This is not going to be a long video. I just want this. I want this in the books. This is my home. Or this was my home for... Ow. This was my land. This was my humble abode. I usually do my bases kind of like this. I don't really go for like making it look like a house. I definitely just try to get it to function well. I ended up having a lot of open space, which I wanted. I didn't want all of this fucking filled because I wanted to be able to run around. But yeah, I like my base. Cool, very cool base, very cool. I wrapped up Abiotic Factor at 113 hours, and I did all the achievements, not because I had to, but because by the time I got to the end of the game, there wasn't that many left, and a lot of them were pretty easy and, like, not bad. Like, I was like, okay, that's not too bad. I'd say one of the more difficult ones, or ones that are a bit more up to chance, is the We Don't Talk About That Place, the rare catch. But yeah, I beat the main story. I've done everything that is in the game currently. I won't go to locations, but I will show you kind of a general idea of the amount of content in this game. This game was a pleasure to play. I loved every second of it. It definitely exceeded my expectations, and I'd say that this is now my favorite survival craft game. Like I said in my previous video, you know, Subnautica, Grounded, I hold very high up on the list, but I think Abiotic beat it. I think this beat both of them for me. This game is, I can't really compare this game to one specific game, but it has a lot of components from a bunch of games. It's got the survival craft from survival craft games, you know, pretty standard with the survival mechanics. You've got like unique handcrafted level design that I think is the best I've seen in, I don't know, dude. The level design in this game is perfect. It's absolutely perfect. Everything loops and connects, and shortcuts lead together, and there's so many branching paths and so much to explore. Exploring in this game was some of the best and most satisfying, fun, rewarding, just perfect. I think the level design and the exploration aspect of this game is wonderful. Also, the way that the game handles QOL, the game starts out with you being restricted in some ways, such as like your inventory, the inventory size. There's a couple of upgrades that you won't have, like stuff like your crafting bench will not scan around for additional chests. That's an upgrade you have to get, but you can get it pretty early on. It's not something you're gonna have to deal with for too long, but the game rewards you with basically making everything more convenient. Like when I got the distribution pad, it was game over. It reduced my fucking inventory, man, because I was spending so much time fucking opening chest, press Q, opening chest, press Q, and I was doing that so fucking much. When I got this, I could not see myself doing it ever again the other way. No way, I wouldn't do it. Fuck that. Man, I just like, there's nothing really that I can't even gripe with the game. I think if I have one negative with my overall experience, I would say that playing this game solo is 100% doable. I was able to do it fine. I played on like everything on normal. I tweaked a couple things in the world settings towards the end, and I would recommend, if you are playing solo, I would honestly tweak these at the start of the game. Stuff like your experience gain. I think that you should bump that to as much. I think it's like 2 times, because according to the devs, you kind of had individual players kind of mastering a couple traits rather than all of them. But since you're alone, you need to do all of it yourself. And I didn't even get all of these to max. Like with, yeah, cooking, I didn't do fuck all in cooking. Throwing all these, fucking loose around, stopping power. Like I said, I did change the stack limit because it just became more annoying than fun. I mean, it's not fun to have inventory management, but I had been doing it for so fucking long I couldn't take it anymore. Another thing that I did notice while playing it solo, the enemies in this game, the health is not scaled very well for solo, especially early on. Guns do nothing. Like, you get a Glock at the beginning. Whoa, what the fuck was that fucking bloom? Jesus. You get a Glock at the beginning of the game. It's a security pistol. And I got really excited when I first got it, but when I went to like, I was like stealthing and I would get like a headshot, it'd take me like 4 headshots to kill something. So I feel like the health, you know, it's balanced for 4 players or for more than 1 player. So that was something I did notice, and if I ever play through this game again, which I plan on doing, I am gonna lower the enemy's health. Now, as for the damage they do, I was fine with it. They're very difficult. Again, playing solo on the normal difficulty, you will still get overwhelmed. You cannot just, like, easy mode the game. That's not a thing. You can't do that, at least for me. A lot of the best, like, ranged weapons you get is, like, right towards the end. Like, with the sniper, I didn't get it till the end. Let me rephrase that. You can get this earlier, but, you know. Guns just didn't feel as powerful as I wanted them to, considering, like, they are slow. The reloading time is slow, the ammo is scarce, but it didn't match up with the amount of health the enemies had. So half the time, you just wouldn't have enough ammo to do anything. So I just ended up ignoring guns parts throughout the game. Like even right now, this sniper is like probably the best weapon in the game. It can like one-shot dudes. Like I've upgraded this thing twice to the maximum, and now I'm able to actually one-shot these guys. Which, I'll be real. Oh yeah, there's my little friend that spawns in. He's cool, don't worry about him. I'll be real, I kinda wish that the guns felt more powerful. It didn't feel very good using guns. As for like combat overall, combat was the weakest part of this game. You kind of put up with the very simple combat because of everything else you get around it. Kind of like how I would explain playing like New Vegas nowadays with like how the shooting feels and melee combat. Very simple. You've got a couple abilities. This isn't going to be like a super deep combat system. You pretty much find the weapon that does the thing the best, and you hold the button down. Or if you got a gun, you aim at the person's head, and you shoot them 500 times before they die. That's something I would definitely think about changing if you're playing solo. I would definitely lower the health of the mobs, because some of these enemies, hey, it took me like 15 plus minutes to kill one specific enemy, like a boss type enemy or a big enemy early on. And it just was not fun. And especially when your reload time is really slow, it just makes it even more infuriating. But I'd say that's the only gripe with the game. But it didn't stop me from playing. I think everything else, oh shit. Oh, what the fuck? Okay, hold on, I'm being interrupted. Hold on, I'm trying to fucking run to a cool spot. But I don't want to show too much of the game off. But look, I'm just kind of running through, and everything connects. Like, I can run through here. That was not a fucking door. I run through here. I can go this way. I say I go this way. And then, you know, I say I go this way. And you hear that? That's a fucking portal. Oh, shit. I'm not here. Okay, so there's a portal in here. Look, I got in here. And then you go, what? Now I'm in an entirely different spot of the map. It's so much fun. Look at all of this loot. And guess what? I'm gonna leave it there. Very lazy video, but I wanted it on the record because I love this game. It was beautiful. I will definitely play it again in the future, possibly with friends. I'd like to play through it with friends. This game is one of a kind, and in my opinion, a masterpiece. That's gonna do it. I love you all, and goodbye.